Go.
Okay, and we're back. Sorry, folks, that took a little longer than expected, despite the fact that for you all, it's going to seem like no time passed at all. We finally got the plan down. Well, we're going to hit, for those of you watching this and deciding, hey, we're going to pull out a map and I can figure out where everyone's going. We're going after Dover first. So all the folks in the UK, we're coming for you. Sorry, Dover.
Give me your cheek.
Don't hand him your sheep. Seriously, don't. And then, sorry.
For a reason.
Give me your chicken.
Guys, don't forget. Just want to mention this.
Then we're going to end up traveling along the coast of the UK probably
to do a raid earlier, but his sister decided to.
before we head south into France.
Waste
And
a lot of his
I'm
time.
sorry to anyone from who speaks French who's listening to this because I'm going to butcher the name, but we're going to hit.
His sister really shouldn't do what she did, because if it had been an emergency, it would have screwed a lot of
Whatever.
shit up.
I don't speak
And
French. I don't understand how to pronounce it. So I'm just pronouncing it the way, as best I can. That port city there.
Like, if someone calls you, pick them
Now
up.
we're going to continue along the coastline to the
tell the
east.
truth, because you don't know if it's an emergency.
Cherbourg.
That's all I would like to say.
And then probably take a day of rest, and then go down the river. I forgot how to look up how to pronounce that. Seine? Seine? Again, French pronunciation. Hit the city of ruin, and then end our nice first week or two of pillaging in Paris. Which we're probably going to end up burning to the ground again. Yeah, that was the recap summary. It was Dover, we're stealing from. Probably going to murder a lot of folks. Sorry, Dover. Kane, Cairn, however you pronounce it. Same deal as Dover. Show up, murder folks, steal their stuff, leave. Cherbourg, show up, murder, steal, continue along the coast. Then we go down a major river, hit ruin, same deals before. Then we continue on, down that river to Paris, where we're going to light the town on, light the entire city on fire, or at least chunks of it, wherever we can reach before we have to leave. Steal a bunch of stuff, murder a bunch of people, steal a boat, probably get some indentured servant. I don't know. Is this on? Oh, okay. Because I was just gonna take the Marvel approach to fixing that problem and just say prisoners with jobs. I mean, that's how they got around the censors. So.
Yep. But it's YouTube.
But it's YouTube. Yes, we're grabbing a few slaves. It's the 900s. It's still a thing. Don't judge me. I'm not the one grabbing.
I am.
Yeah, I was about to say, gamer, can you feel my glare on you?
I'm gonna be the one either grabbing the treasure or grabbing the ship.
I brought you a farmer.
You're probably going to be the one who lights half of Paris on fire just trying to burn down a single building.
I've brought you a farmer,
I'll burn it down
Pacific.
after we get the ship.
Thank you. We do need the boat intact, at least.
I hope you know
Then burn and treasure.
nothing that nobody else produced as large as a longship that could float in rivers, because the only ones that gave enough of a shit to do stuff like
We don't care how big it is, Lucas. The whole point of it is extra storage space.
So, Lucas, I'm gonna have to interrupt your game for a second. With the impending World War III problems that are not actually gonna happen, but have given us glorious means, I must share with you one that has truly brought my attention to how glorious this is. When you realize people might start Fortnite dancing after killing you in World War III. Then the moment you realize Fortnite dance is becoming a war, you may return to your regularly scheduled broadcast.
But yeah, no,
Why
Lucas, I'm more
do
than aware of the fact that the boats we'll find in Paris are probably going to be very, very small compared to our boat. The whole point, though, is that our boat's going to have a lot of stuff on it already by the time we hit them. So we need something that we can drag around that can carry more stuff. Hence the reason why we're going to steal one of their boats. Maybe two of their boats. Possibly three. I don't know. Depends upon how much stuff we manage to grab before we have to run.
Oh yeah, I'm only gonna light the town on fire once we get to leaving. Once everyone's evacuated, it's burning down. Yeah, I'm not planning to risk the chance of killing crew members.
I am murdering quite a few people.
Yes, we know. At least this time you actually have orders to murder a few people. Why is the children, gamer? The children! It was bad enough that you made them orphans, then you killed them after making them orphans!
I mean, like, you could turn them into. You can actually put them to work. I mean, like, there's not age limit onto how. So long as they can learn, they can farm.
I sent them to hang out with their parents.
You're terrible. You're just a terrible person, gamer.
Specific.
It would have been different if the orders actually included murdering, but I do recall our illustrious leader here explicitly stating, "Don't kill anyone."
Pacific.
Oh, would actually put up a fight. Yes.
Can't you just
Forward to
basically
burn
take these kids
over.
and take them back home to where
Wait,
they can
don't
learn how to
burn it.
farm?
The main problem is that would require us turning the boat around. Because we certainly are not feeding those kids the entire, for the entirety of the ratings.
No, yeah, they're
I'm
dead.
not meaning all the kids. I
They're
just
dead.
mean some of the kids.
They are dead already. They're not coming back.
In any
I beat
case,
them to death.
I guess
off
whichever
to
ones you find.
pillage, Joe.
I'm guessing whichever ones you find that gamer hasn't murdered yet. And gamer, please, if you're gonna do what you said earlier to us, to one of them, please make sure it's actually adult.
They
Yes.
will be. God damn you all.
Let's add another stipulation on that. Make sure it's human.
It is human.
Are you
Alive or dead?
positive, gamer?
100%.
Pacific, alive or dead?
I can't wait for him to end up getting killed by some mythological creature because he's like, this is definitely a human, and it was.
That hilarious moment when the captain's actually more fine with him going off to screw a goat.
I
Well,
am fine
Gamer.
with that. It's
Gamer.
just one of those things where it's like if he states, if he states one of our, if he states one of the prisoners with jobs, make sure it's actually human. Other, because we don't need supernatural shit coming after us because you decided to go ahead and screw.
Gamer, question, alive or dead?
what?
It's the Vikings. They didn't care in this time period.
Does it matter? The main point is, does it matter to the Vikings? Because I have
I
not
mean, it
rolled
was a
for this.
personal preference.
I should roll for this.
Because if
Then.
it's dead, I'm throwing it overboard the moment I realize it's there.
If
Warning
it's
now,
dead, we're not
prepare to
letting
get.
him take it onto the boat.
Yeah, what I mean is, if he
If
sneaks
it's
onto the
dead, it's
boat,
not
it's
going on the
going
boat. I hope
overboard.
you understand. If it's dead, it's not going on the boat. Only living are going on the boat
Thank you.
to pull the other boat, except for the one that's going to be a farmer for.
No, that one's still going to help with the rowing. I guarantee you we're going to take some casualties.
Yeah, I just meant I'm not going to break its arm.
You shouldn't break their arms anyways. That just means that now you have a slave who's useless.
I mean, if
Said
they
that?
have a weapon,
Can I make a deal with you?
God.
if they
Can
have a
we make a
weapon, I'm gonna break
stipulation?
their arm.
What
We,
kind of stipulation?
what's gonna happen to any of the crew members should they murder one of the slaves?
Wow, I rolled a 50. My
None of them
character
are
would
dumb
really
enough
go.
to do that. That's the
I
thing.
mean, once they're on the boat, they're part of the treasure hoard.
I know, but
It's the
think
same
about
way
who was. Think about
stealing a
everyone.
single piece
What I'm saying is, think about who's part of the crew and think about it again. What's gonna be this?
Now,
What's gonna happen to them?
Let me put it like this.
For what? What did I do?
Oh, I'm not worried about Gamer. I'm more worried about Umbreon trying to pull something like that. And if he
I'm
does, he
not.
dies.
I'm not
Painfully.
going.
In the middle of the ocean.
Okay. Yo, should I just
now,
throw him
Not going to
overboard?
now you
Does that
see,
happen?
defiling the slaves is something else entirely.
No, that's something else entirely. Actually taking one of the slaves or killing one of the slaves, you know, that's loss of profit.
Both
Or
are
disability,
useless.
or making, or turning one of the slaves disabled by breaking some of their bones.
Yes, that falls under damaging my goods. If you
I'm.
damage the goods, then therefore A it comes out of your cut, but B you're getting punished, which
I,
can
You
be
damage the goods, you get damaged.
yeah.
what I was
It,
saying is, if they have a weapon, I'm
if they
breaking
have
their.
a weapon and you break their arm, they're not a slave because they're useless.
Okay.
You are
That was my point.
skilled enough to disarm a peasant without any problems.
True.
There you go.
I'm just like, I don't want to have to hurt you. Put
Sits
your
here
weapon.
like they actually had an active army in Paris.
I just
I mean,
crack my
the army
knuckles.
is
I don't
not
want
an
to have
issue.
to hurt you. Put the weapon down.
I know, but we have tactics. And the element of
So,
surprise.
man, it's very unlikely you normally just take a full-on soldier for, prisoner in the middle of the fight.
Maybe they're still alive after the fight, then go ahead and take them, but not during.
Okay.
Exactly. Haven't lost their will to fight yet. Anyway, we may actually get this show on the road.
Hmm.
Let's go.
I need to know the weather conditions, actually. I want to
Weather.
know what, because, let me see, Dover would be a port town by this point. We could go with the typical fog, like the typical mist-covered approach if I use a fog cloud, but I want to know whether or not it's actually foggy before I bother considering wasting spell slots.
Let's see, that's a
I
temperate
wouldn't waste
area
those spell slots, especially
in the
because
spring.
we are using the
Smell.
rule with the extended downtimes and stuff.
I know, that's why I'm trying to see what the weather's like and whatnot. Normally I wouldn't care, but because we have, you know, the
Oh, I found
times
this
actually
one
so long.
again. It's the one that literally gives me a day by day. And like everything. It's great. I remember this. I was Jacob, it's the one I used during the pirate game.
Yeah.
It's a really fucking good one. So let's see, we are 17th of March. 17 day. 17 along the seacoast.
Once they become goods, I do not hurt them. Before they become goods, I'm allowed to hurt.
Oh yeah,
You
and
better not bring in
Pacific
broken goods.
I will not bring in broken goods.
Was
Broken
that
goods
Lucas?
equal.
Pacific,
I am.
this actually gives me wind direction as well.
Oh,
And
thank God.
humidity. This is
Oh,
so
thank
in
God.
depth. I love.
Good.
So
Okay.
Arctic wind direction of 15 miles an hour. It's dry weather, so no clouds, no mist, none of that.
Well, shit. Oh,
And it's a high of 65 and a low of 40.
should be the end of day 4 when we got here, right? I'm
Uh,
hearing night pillaging.
I mean, normally you'd wait until night anyway.
I know, but if we're trying to be
Night,
quick about
night raid, night raid.
this, we have a schedule to keep after all.
We
Some
hit.
places we
I'm
can get
done
away
hit.
with doing it during the day, but for the most part, we would want to keep our schedule
Yeah.
on hitting these places at night.
Yep. Now the question is, do we send Gamer into scout, or are you scouting?
I
I'll
want.
scout.
I volunteer to send the captain.
You do not get to voluntold the captain.
Okay.
The captain voluntold.
I voluntold.
Straight up
The snake lady cannot
deck you
swim.
in the face.
I can't swim either, but that's okay because if I'm ever in the water and like the sunlight hits my skin, I'm gonna sink as a statue anyways.
Don't you wear heavy armor? You're gonna sink anyway.
Yeah, I wear heavy armor. I'm a dwarf from Norse mythology. I can literally turn into a statue if I'm exposed to direct sunlight. Is it any surprise I can't swim?
No. Seems pretty expected.
That's okay. Eventually I'll fly.
What?
But that's not today.
What?
Onwards.
You can do it, Captain. I believe in you.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, Jacob, you know the deal. It's one of Lucas's games. You're gonna have to literally start it.
Yep.
So, Captain dives into water and swims to shore. When get to shore, do scout.
That would probably be investigation or perception.
I'll go with perception. I'm not getting in close enough to go, hmm.
Yes. Guard spear is made of guard spear. The guard. What the hell?
Flashes, tit, stabs, and throat, and I'm out of there. D20, come hither. Do I have advantage, disadvantage, any train afflictions?
It would be standard.
Okay.
Uh, uh,
Desk would
ooh,
fail.
actually, we just came off a new moon, so be glad.
Yeah, horribly dark. But hey, new moon is great for stealth.
Also
Um,
terrible for seeing.
it is most certainly terrible for seeing, but I'd still have the advantage there because any of their shit is lit up around them, whereas they'd be looking into the darkness. 22 for perception.
You'll be able to identify any sort of what you'd think to be a town watch, if anything. It wouldn't be big. It'd be more or less like people that sleep during the day, and it's just like, well, we got something to do now, so it wouldn't be
Alright.
particularly big. It wouldn't be tiny. Well, it would be fairly small, but
Oh God, a thought just flashed into my head, just like, oh yes, their thoughts moments before the Vikings land. Hey Jerry, isn't it supposed to be rating season like today? No, no, I thought that was tomorrow. Here's Vikings yelling out battle cries. Oh shit, it's today. No.
Fair enough. Well, seeing as I kind of have the schedule down packed, and I get the idea that, yes, this isn't, beefed up military presence. It's time for the signal. So, hope you guys are ready, because I do scouting very quickly.
I was ready before you hopped off ship.
Yeah, Lucas.
yep,
So, how is this a port city?
it probably is. Well, probably not a city, probably a town.
But it's port enough so that there would be no a actual place for the ship itself to dock in the town.
There would be a place for that. It's small, but it's not tiny. It's not a trade hub, but stuff does come through there.
Making sure it's not, the thing of, oh yeah, it would be landlocked, the boat would dock, and then you guys make your way there. So,
Have you ever seen a picture of Dover? It actually has a little bay.
adorable. We're going to infiltrate that little bay. So there's going to be a moment where the signal for the ship to approach, and then I'm gonna make my way around. I don't know how big this town is, but generally closer towards the back side of the town, and I'm gonna prepare my horn. That way, when the ship's coming in, I can blow my horn, and they think something's coming from my direction.
Oh, all right.
This is why I scout. I got me a loud horn.
All right, everybody, row,
Mm-hmm.
row us into the bay.
Cause that's a battle horn. That's the kind of horn that when you hear like, ah yes, it's time for shit to go down. So while the guards mobilizing and rushing towards the sound of the horn, you guys are free to. And then of course, after two or three blorts of the horn, and I kind of get the idea of guards mobilizing, I'm gonna, sneak away because I'm tough, but I'm not take the entire militia tough.
Yeah.
I'm not a bard. I can't take the entire guard force.
That's no, just no. Okay, we're gonna start moving the boat.
I think we're waiting for stuff to stop breaking.
I think so.
What?
I think Irons is done breaking.
Gamer, are you done breaking?
Evidently not.
Are
Hey,
you back?
someone talk now? What?
Hello?
All right, yeah. All right, we're cool.
Okay,
Done breaking.
so we're gonna start bringing the boat into the bay.
I'm going to roll for something very quickly.
My character would be helping to row it in. Gamer,
This
feel
would be
free to jump off and
quiet.
save if you wanna.
Feel free to jump off. Just boot. Get off my boat.
Jacob, high or low?
Always go high, make my life easy.
Alright. The guards do as planned. Well, the watch does as planned.
Ha 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 ha. They're
Okay.
gonna be real fucking confused too, because they're gonna, rush up there, form their standard defensive wall, and just silence. Nothing but dark, cold silence.
So, I presume that we're actually docking the boat and getting off the boat.
Yep, we're docking.
Now, who's the first one off? I was about to say, if it wasn't you, my character would have literally just grabbed you and literally dropkicked you off the boat.
I'm the first one off.
Get in
I know,
there.
I wanted to do that.
For
Don't
getting in the
worry,
boat.
you're next.
I'm the first
It's
one.
just that moment when it's literally dwarf-propelled Vikings.
I
If
kind
you're
of
too
want
slow to
that.
get off the boat, the cleric of Thor is literally going to yeet you off the boat.
You can
I
eat whoever you
kind
want off the boat.
of need that.
My job right now is just to collect the treasure and put it on the boat, then join the fight.
As I'm going to run. I'm going to start murdering and pillaging.
You murder, I'll rob.
Please tell me you go for the guards first.
Yeah, I go for the guards
Oh,
first.
God.
Thankful Christ.
Good.
Just, oh yes, I smash into people's homes and completely ignore the one set of people who can actually fight.
Onwards to kill a bunch of guards. How far away are they?
Yeah, this is needed.
I actually
It's
have dark
Dover.
vision.
Oh,
Oh,
you know what Dover
wow.
looks like, right, Pacific? Have you looked that up?
I've not actually looked up what its layout would be at this current moment in
So
time.
this is just due to the natural way it's built. You have the port and sort of you have the port area down by the bay, of course, and then there's a fucking hill. When I say a hill, I mean there's a fucking
Give me a moment. I'm swapping over to satellite. How bad is this? Where's this hill?
How bad is this? Please tell me.
oh the Romans had it on a map. That's actually
the
very
Roman,
convenient.
the Romans had a map that had it on the map. That's perfect. Can we see the map?
1 second, I'm actually going to be yeeted onto a fucking thing so you can take a look at it like that.
Thank you.
So nobody has to leave the roll twice.
Time for murder. Time for murder. Murder, murder, murder. About to murder some guards with my bare hands, beating them to.
Please tell me he's going to get his hand cut off by one of the guards who just happens to get a lucky swing in.
Let's hope that doesn't happen. 'Cause I
When
want
I
to
say
be.
I mean a hill.
Oh god, that's a big map. Okay. And Roman fort. Ah!
Oh,
Yes. That.
Literally a valley.
got
The
it.
cliffs of
Well,
Dover.
good. It's a fun. Kill them all. This is never.
Time to.
This might not end well. Still, the question was, how close are they?
Oh, I actually found a better map that I'm going to.
Oh,
Brown's
look, it's
here.
Umbreon.
Hello, Umbreon, just in time for a raid.
We're literally raiding Dover.
Neat.
I'm gonna shrink this a bit.
Dauber.
My character's already hopped off ship and went to go
You
assault some
get
guards.
punted off the ship. I'm tired of
I have
waiting
not.
punting you.
I leave for one session and we already have a muted.
No, we're
No,
punting
it's not a
you
mutiny.
off.
It's called he took too long getting off the boat, so I threw him off the
If
boat.
No,
a
I got off
mutiny
the boat, Chris.
implies that he has any form of power, I'm the one in charge. No one gives Ainz power.
All right, there's the other map showing the sort
We're
of.
not stupid enough to handle
That's
his
exactly how it is with
I hate you all.
during the Roman period.
I
I
hate every
know
single one
you
of
do.
you.
Yeah,
So,
Hey.
I know you do.
you can imagine most of that is like English buildings. They still might have had the hill.
I will eventually save enough money to buy an army and beat you all to death.
What arm?
No, you
What
won't.
armor will wait for you though?
Whatever accepts the money.
That is a threat, Ainz.
And that is an awful lot of money. I don't think you understand how expensive armies are.
Yes, I know. They're fairly expensive, which is why it's never going to actually happen.
And it would suck if, a bunch of lightning came down from the sky and just killed all your army with all their shiny metal bits.
Screw you.
Cleric of Thor.
Fuck you. I can't have anything nice.
Okay, so let's see if we're inside the actual bay. Yeah, I suppose we're just charging straight on in. Aiming mostly for the towards where the guards should be.
Which they are going to have gone up the hill from what Jacob told.
Yep,
They have the high ground, Anakin.
they may have the high ground, but we have all the hostages.
Yeah,
So
this is just one of those
anybody
situations in
rushing
which
the guards, I'm gonna want you to make a con save so you don't get exhausted by the time you get up there.
I don't need to rush the guards. I got ranged weapons. Did they light up the area over by that, like up on that hill in order to watch?
They were split along the bay and the hill. It's just you got some of them running up towards the hill, and then they just like stopped, like, oh fuck, and now they're just continuing because might as well meet up with everybody and then retake the town.
Because a bunch of angry Norsemen. No one's ever going to run
Married
back
relatives.
towards
What was
that
the-
willingly when they're at, like when they're not at full. Great.
My favorite part's gonna be when they turned down and they just start taking javelins to the. And then
But
they
I
have to
still
stop
have,
and be like,
but I still
"Oh
have to
God."
check the actual distance. Like, are there any within 120? Lucas, are there
like
any
how
within
this map-
120?
I like how the Roman map has fuck feet shenanigans.
Yes, but I mean, once we get up to the base of the hill, would there be any who actually are still within 120 feet, or have they already made it to the top of the hill?
I think the hill would be within 1,000 feet, so probably not.
So probably not.
Probably.
All right. Then I guess some of us just start stealing stuff from the houses and see how long it takes for them to actually work up their courage.
Steal from houses?
Yes.
That is the grunt work. You are one of the better fighters. It is your job to do the fighting.
We're Grunt Plus.
Formation, because Vikings actually used a formation.
Okay.
Cool.
And then it is a standoff, because you make your enemy come to you.
Captain and Princess, you guys get a
I was the scout for this one. I'm not with
The
you guys.
captain's on the other side of the hill
Yeah,
at the current.
Who's with that?
Captain's
give it to the dwarf.
Cool.
The
I'm
dwarf
getting
who's
you and the
privileged.
dwarf inspiration
Ha ha.
Sweet. Bardicans.
and add 10 maximum HP or temporary HP.
That's from your song Rust, right?
Yep.
That is something that would apply to me. I was on the boat before.
Hmm. Let's see. And what exactly does your bardic inspiration? Because I just need to make sure it's the same.
You can apply to save, skill checks, and
Yes. What does it do?
it adds the number you roll plus half my proficiency bonus to
I
it.
think he's
To
asking what kind of dice.
Thank you. Yes, I needed to know what die I roll when I add it to something.
Yeah,
You
bardic
roll
inspiration
and
doesn't go up.
you get Mr. Pickle.
Stop that.
Get some help. Okay. Well, Lucas, it's a standoff. How long are we standing there?
Oh, one of them.
Actually, better question. How picked clean is the town by the time they actually decide to respond to the fact that we're just standing here in formation? Because honestly, if they stay up there long enough, we could totally just go back to the boat after it's over and just go like, well, guess we didn't have to kill anyone. We just took all their shit.
I'm pretty sure some people are being killed. We were told to pillage.
Yeah.
Well, yes, of
people are
course
being
some
killed, but
civilians are being killed, but if the militia's just going to stand up there, this just means half of us just stand and stare at them like, you gonna move or something?
stop being coward.
you can't go to Valhalla if you're there.
Ah, come on, it's not that scary. I promise, it's not gonna hurt.
Florida Norseman. What's the only thing worse than Florida man? Florida Norse.
But seriously though, Lucas, we need to know how long they decide to stay up there before they actually react.
They are going to regroup and then start moving down in an actual formation.
Okay, let me know when they're worth 120.
One moment. So, Lucas, when they're
Yes.
forming up, I can see which one's the leader of their guard, correct?
It's of course going to be the old dude.
Old dude's getting a javelin and attack roll with it.
I'd probably make it for normal for specifically targeting him. People moving around a lot,
Fair
and
enough.
he's sometimes.
Let me just check to make sure whether or not I have to declare this before or after I roll. Precision strike.
Did
Of
I
course, I
already?
forgot to write what it actually fucking does.
Okay, yes, we don't have a shield. We're good.
I'm just gonna call it out ahead of time. I'm gonna use one of my maneuvers for precision strike just to make sure I hit. And kind of glad that I did. What am I throwing? Would be my strength and what? Plus 8 from javelin. So 16 plus 8. 24 to hit before I add the from from Battlemaster. You can use this maneuver before or after making the attack roll before the attack has been decided. Okay, cool. So, Battlemaster maneuver dice is a D8, right? And then it just goes up from there.
I think it's actually a D6 when it starts, but let me check. Opening the handbook. No.
Force period dice, which are D8s. I
All right.
open it up as well, and then it I get more as I level.
And
yeah,
once you get to
10th
10th and
level,
18th.
Yeah. All right. So for this, where's my D8? That's a D6. Here's a D8. All right, that's an 8. So I'm fairly certain that's gonna hit.
Yep.
But in addition to that, this man is taking. That's pretty good. Slash R5 plus 4 plus 2 plus the 8 from the superiority die takes 19 points of damage from a jump.
And he's dead.
Yep. So, and as the head of the guard goes down from javelin from behind, I'm going to flee more back.
And they take up a square formation. Well, it would be a circle formation. They wouldn't have square.
Great. So.
It's okay. I quite literally just cut their defensive formation down into a fourth of its original power.
It's in fire. I'm just.
You were assuming he was the only one that has ever seen a raid.
Oh, I didn't say, but forcing their formation from one front to all of them pretty much just cut their power in fourth. Their command structure is an entire different factor.
And once they're formed up, slowly and meticulously make their way down.
As a,
Yeah.
Pacific, you know what comes next, don't you?
well, now I'm left with the question of: do I call lightning? Do I sleet storm them and make them all suddenly have a bunch of problems trying to get down this hill while moving basically as slow as a snail? Do I use shatter?
But Lucas,
I
believe
have
it or
so
not,
much
Lucas,
shit I can use.
but you're the second command. You must give the order to put the men into the spearhead formation and ram straight through that opening and attack them when all of their backs are.
You what? They're literally fired up in a hole, facing pretty much every direction.
With spears predominantly.
I think first off, I'm going to drop lightning on their heads. Then,
I mean, I'm still saying it is your job, and that was the Viking formation.
That
We make a broad arrow, and then we ram in.
actually that really depends on if they were long axes or because sword and shield
what
they would actually
are
still use shield.
other warriors currently using?
Us players are just like.
No, the other warriors. There were people on that boat.
I know.
Lucas.
I think we're using. I think that uses like a short sword.
That uses a spear. Standard
Does.
guard default comes with a. Which means probably a shield wall and get ready to receive. I'm still waiting for Lucas because he's the one who knows what you
He's the one who has
did.
to roll for all the ones. What they have.
I was about to say you did consider what everyone else had, right?
It wasn't relevant till this.
It was. It's always been relevant. God.
Lucas, then what do you want me to roll?
15 of them have long axes.
Fair enough.
So 15 of them have Dane.
Which means this is something I'm gonna have to write.
Yeah. So we got 15 Dane axe.
32 sword and shield.
Okay.
And that just leaves 3.
And that leaves 3. So I'm assuming you're probably amongst the people busy looting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't need to worry too much about them. A shield wall and your head formation, so you can just ram in with a couple Dane axes.
You could always just have them go wait to close and then just yeet them on top.
That could work.
When you have big axe with cleave.
And you can pull shield.
All right, men. Shield wall, axes in the back. You'll be going over on contact.
Laughs and cleave damage.
Move like your life depended on it, or I'm calling down a lightning.
They will, of course, do as they are told. They are not stupid. The terrifying fucking dwarf.
Oh, neat. How far away are? I just want general distance, unless they're on screen. And
I'll put it this way: they were about 1,000 feet away, and they're very like they're
still
hitting
out of range.
5 feet every 2 turns ish.
So they're still.
Creeping. Very nervous.
Yeah, let me know when they get within 100.
Same.
Let me know when I can yeet myself over.
I mean, so because this is a thing that Vikings when they get around 600 feet, the 15 Dane axemen would, grab the bow.
Please tell me we packed the bows.
Of course we did. That was the primary C. Was when it was boat to boat combat. It was longbows.
I
In that particular case, then inform us when they get within within 600 feet.
I have no. I don't even think I'm proficient. Am I proficient?
You're a monk, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What's your range?
Depends entirely upon the bow. Actually, but still,
You know?
probably not.
No, you're not. Perfect.
Yep.
To do fucking
Well, I mean, tiny ass hunt, not the normal bow that we use for for sea-based combat.
I'm meant to
I
be
think.
I forgot Viking. Use shield.
That's okay. I don't have a shield, but that's fine because I can literally shoot them with holy energy and call lightning.
You are correct. I forgot short bow is considered a simple range.
Yep.
To grab arrows out the sky.
That moment when the only arrows you can arrows and the Viking be happy about that.
Which is why I'm not grabbing the arrow.
Loads Eins into ballista.
Oh no.
I mean, hey, if we come across a ballista, you know that's going on to a longbow, because god damn it, that could be useful.
Would you like to know how long it would take for them to get to you?
Yes.
It's
Is that range or before they
Once
get?
they hit your formation, so
Okay,
subtract
so
them.
how long would that take before they get within range of the arrows?
I'll put. Most of your guys don't have bows, so
Like I said, it's 15.
Yeah, even then, the fact alone that any of our guys have bows, I need to know when they.
that's the thing. Your guys don't have bows. It's never been relevant to where they.
Yes, we would have to have boats. That's how you fight between boats if anyone ever got too close to your longship.
No, that's
You
why
don't
you
just
ram
ram into the
longship into a boat.
Yeah.
Since the Vikings operated on boat-to-boat war.
Fair.
It
This is
literally
not boat
said
to boat.
boat.
This is street warfare.
It doesn't
We
matter. We would
still have
boats
some.
or boat-to-boat.
Laughs maniacally in GM because I'm an asshole.
Well, that's all right. I'm just going to burn everything with lightning then.
Don't worry, 120 feet is 35 minutes.
35 minutes? Good. I'm going to break their whole formation.
35 minutes and 15 seconds, because the seconds does that.
It
And
just
Jacob,
let me know
the
when
entire point of their formation is literally to prevent from being that and taking cavalry charges.
Yeah, that's fine. Because we can always resupply arrows off of their formation. Not off their formation, but out of their barracks. The arrows are just to make sure they keep those shields up and keep scooting forward at the slowest possible pace. The longer we keep them delayed, the more shit gets on our boat, and the faster we can just leave. Remember, Lucas, I play the war games smart.
Plays the
Plays the battle master.
Once again, let me know when they're within 120 feet
I
so I
told
can
you,
actually start
35
blasting
minutes and
shit.
15 seconds.
Yes. Does that mean that we're just time skipping to the end?
Sure.
Does anyone have anything that is longer range than 120 feet?
No.
You're gonna say before we skip to 120-foot line, I want to make absolutely certain no one has anything that can reach beyond that.
Paige, you're in the town, but so
Luke,
this isn't a problem for you.
Yes.
how long does it take them to get about 30 feet away from the guy Because I presume they didn't pick him up and carry him into battle. They're just gonna leave him and collect him after, correct?
You leave a corpse.
Thought so. When that happens, I'm gonna go back and collect my javelin, and then start, making my way through town back to the boat to regroup.
It would take
My
a
job
full
was done.
minute and 12 seconds.
Yeah, they're moving slow as shit. I get a minute of waiting.
And that's just for the first guy to move off.
God. These guys are slow as shit.
A lot of them are fucking, well, young adults and teenagers.
They're
So
very lucky I did not play it. Be casting so many.
it's like, I'm sick of boom.
Spell sniper wizard. Get
Spell sniper. Fire.
If I picked up lightning bolts for, I'd shave off almost lightning bolt. The call light actually is a range, but meanwhile I'll just have to sit here. No, wait, that one wouldn't work because it actually doesn't say. I mean, what is he contemplating? How his spells work? Well, waiting 35 minutes
The barge is gonna be
before he
playing
actually
just
strikes
singing a
something
song in the
light.
background, like, "Hey,
Seeing as they're taking so long, I'm going to blow this a certain set of, and that
I'm fairly sure some of the already been completely looted by the time they get to the base of the hill.
most certainly. But the idea is those 15 days split off. Go and join in the looting, leaving the main shield wall. Still adding more than 4 hands. So we go from 4 to 15 plus.
Because the entire thing that they got is
According
they
to
lost their nerve
19.
when Big Boss Man died. Doesn't
Exactly.
matter. Doesn't matter who the fuck is commanding now. They all lost their nerve, and then there's the simple fact that they're outnumbered.
It's just the fact that they're moving very cautiously towards what appears to be a bunch of now very bored Vikings.
Yeah.
Which is less of a threat sometimes.
One's still very angry and cracking.
I'm gonna
Just goes
ask
like,
the
are you kidding me?
Captain is having to relay information through horn blast on the other side. They're the one who sniped a man with a javelin through the
I,
chest.
yeah, I was gonna ask the general. Would you call him a general? He's leading the army, so
Second in command.
yeah, I'm like, yo, can I try intimidating them so they just quit and we don't have to spend like a next year waiting for them to get here?
Well, at worst, you just make them run faster. So
Quite literally at worst.
first, this gets done faster because I don't want to be here all night.
I mean, at worst, they stop.
Oh, you can even if they stop, we'll just start advancing on them and see if that scares them off.
They're probably too honor bound to stick at least in the town and act like they're scaring while their families are in danger. Also, my favorite thing about this is since our main source of fighting is there's no one to kill at the moment. We're just looting because we're like, ah, yes, the war comes because we're fighting guards. Sits here, stares at guard. Well, fuck you two, ruining all the fun. Fine, just get the shit, get it on the boat.
Literally, just dwarf screaming curses at them in dwarven. Come on, you cowards! I did not stay on a boat for almost a week now just to stand in a field and stare.
Hello?
Move
Okay.
faster!
Did you guys hear what I said?
You
And
want
then
to
all of a sudden,
Yeah.
gigantic, and then all string of.
Yeah, I'm just gonna yell at them. Hey, asshole! We don't have all day to sit here and wait for your cowardice, for you idiots to muster up bravery. The more bored we become, the brutal your death are going to be. So you can either hurry up and have quick, painless deaths, or run away and not die at all. I don't.
Can you speak English?
You forgot about the children.
English. Yes. One of my
You're just
secondary
yelling
language.
at them in Nordic.
Yes, my character does speak English.
Because you're in England.
Yeah,
So what language they speak?
yeah, I speak. I took like a bunch of common languages because
While they're speaking English, I'm just confused.
look,
Viking, confused Viking.
Angry
Not-
dwarf
So-
noises.
Lucas, these men are using spears.
Yes.
How wide is the rope?
Axes. Uh, it would. I will tell you this. With my where did I put that? The weather generator. When's the last time it fucking rained? 2 days ago. The 15th was the last time it rained, and it was less than an eighth of an inch of rain.
Down.
And it being a port would be cobblestone, so very hard to.
Okay, that doesn't answer my question. How wide is the road.
How wet?
Yeah, no. I need width because I'm gonna be a complete asshole. But I need to make sure, I have the space to do so.
It's wide enough for 2 carts. A cart being roughly 10 feet wide, so a little bit of wiggle room in there. It's probably about 25.
All right. Is their formation taking up all 25 feet?
No,
How much is their
they
formation?
have it down to 15.
Okay. So around the 25th mark, I am going to be on this edge. I'm gonna legit just walk straight past them, which is from their formation, using my bonus action each turn because I can literally walk twice as fast as they're moving at the moment. If I'm just moving 5 feet a turn, so I'm just
Casually strolls past.
wait. I action is well prepared. But my bonus action each turn is to extend the reach of my spear to 10 feet. So if one of them tries to step out of line to stab me, they're getting stabbed first, getting opportunity attacked. But
They're
Yes.
yeah,
not dumb enough to step out of formation.
yeah.
You can hear a guy yelling at them to fucking hold formation, despite some of them looking really pissed and some of them ready to shit them.
So the ones looking pissed, I growl, kind of thrust my chest forward, spit on the ground, and in English say "worthless dogs" and keep. And I will just walk again, just casual stroll, spear, shield, helmet, everything. Walk straight past their formation through,
It,
and since I'm
it
doing
works.
Oh, they're
3 of them
finally
jump down
moving.
at you.
3, all right, the first one's getting stabbed as a reaction, mind you. Then it's gonna be my action for multi. So this is with my spear. This is gonna be real fun. Let me grab my abilities so I can battle master them. All right. So first one. Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. I'm not gonna have to throw a maneuver onto this one. My spear is a 1d8 because spearmaster.
Rating ain't what it used to be.
All right, so that's 7. Now where's my modifier to that? Here in combat. Here we go. Uh, yes. So 7 plus 4. Dueling. 13 damage on the first one who stepped out and
Dead.
into spear range. Then the other two, one strike from regular attack action. Uh, that is 8 plus 8, 16 plus 8 to hit Lucas. Are you using the basic guard sheet where their AC is like 15?
I'm straight up coming up with it off the top of my head. Like, what would we reasonably have? Angry, they're gonna see points because you don't defend yourself at that point.
Fair enough. Well, 16 plus 8 to hit.
Yeah,
Okay. Rolling d8 because it's still spear. That's max damage, so that's 14 points of damage.
dead.
Last one. Ooh, that's low. Um, 14 plus 8, and beforehand, I'm just going to use another precision strike to add 5, so 19 plus 8.
Dead.
That was to hit. Most likely he's going to.
Yeah.
But just in case, I'll be cautious.
Dead, but I
10,
haven't even rolled damage yet.
12, 7, 8, 19 points of damage.
Dead.
Yeah.
And
So
the whole
3 men jump out. Just bam,
Huh.
bam, bam.
Does that hit? Dead, but I haven't rolled damage yet. Dead.
With the way Lucas does grunts, all of them could have had 1 HP, but I wanted to make sure. So yeah, their formation just saw 3 men jump out of formation, get killed by a woman, and she keeps walking.
Forgive.
The dwarf just looks disappointed now.
The saddest part is because that all happened on one turn. That was 10 feet away. They didn't even get close. So yes, I walk back to my crew. And since I don't think any of the other ones are going to challenge what just happened,
The dwarf disappointed. Rating's not what it used to be.
My character's gonna walk over to the dwarf and say, "Hey, I know their strategy. They're gonna try to bore us to death."
forget about them. They're not worthy. Do we have this stuff?
I mean, just glance over the person who's sleeping. You're getting a smack on the gamer. Mr. I'm snoring.
There's just
Can I roll strength to see whether or not I knock him off his
I
Since
mean,
he's
I'm not
busy sleeping on the yeah, because he's sleeping while standing up.
yes.
I
I'm
mean,
sleeping well.
what are you trying to roll for?
To see if the knock to the back of the head to wake him up. Knock. Since he's trying, yeah, since apparently he's fallen asleep while standing.
That's a shove attack against.
Sweet. I mean, he's still getting smacked to see if I knock him over.
Like I said, that's shove.
What is my pat? What was my pat?
That would be.
Plus your athletic.
Ah, yes, that is my. Crap. What is the? No, we are not burning the town. I forget. For shove attack, that's just basically modified underarmed.
It's a athletics.
It's an athletics. All right.
It's like a grapple. In place of a attack, you're rolling a strength.
Nah,
But
it's still
you
strength.
use your proficiency if it's because athletics.
Yeah.
You do not.
Well, congratulations. You stay standing
Yes.
this time.
I wake up.
So
They
it's one of those
bored me.
moments. It's just one of those moments in which it's just like, well, that I expected it to. Smacked with the flat of the axe in the gut. It's just like, come on, man.
No, I woke up when you hit.
No. Time that this happens, you're getting an axe. You're getting the flat of an axe.
God.
Specifically, the flat of it.
They just bored me to death. That's all.
Did you just steal my joke?
Yes,
He
I
did.
No, they bored me so much I fell asleep.
Yes, we're probably done loading everything onto the boat.
What my character actually says is they just bored me so much I fell asleep.
Well, if they were that boring, then you should have joined the.
You didn't have to be in the shield wall, you know.
She just goes and gets back on the boat.
I wanted to kill something that I could fight. Apparently, these things can't.
They can fight. They're just. No, I'm not sure if it's fear or just they happen to be cowards by nature. Maybe it's just their commander. I don't know.
You mean this one? And yeah, she still has the head. I never discarded it.
Yeah, that.
Walk, but I didn't just oh yes, let me take head. I am bored of head. No, I brought it for a reason.
All right, we're heading back to the boat.
A group of them just say, "Aw."
No, it's at this point in time in which all the Vikings just basically. Well, this was a waste of our time.
And I remember when armies had fierce warriors. What happened to those guys? I guess we murdered.
This isn't an army. This is a village.
I mean, some villages have good defense.
Villages do not.
I
Some really
remember when villages actually bothered picking up anything and just trying to hit you. Did you know I once got hit by a broom?
See what happened to those?
No, I
I
missed
mean,
those.
of course, the lady died after that, but at least she tried.
I missed those days.
That just makes me feel like a bad person.
I feel like I'm hitting a defenseless.
A
You're just
child.
getting a,
See,
you're just getting a glare.
there's a very slow creaking noise as the captain turns and looks at you.
It's just that moment every Viking that just heard that just stops and looks at you.
Again. Anyway, the captain is now going to go get on her boat because she's done her job.
Look at the militia react to, the Vikings just pretty much breaking formation and casually walking. Like, do they bother trying to charge or anything? Because if they do, I'd love to see them try when all the warriors turn on a dime and just cut.
I don't believe they're gonna quite literally cut their losses.
Seems likely. But if they charge out,
Yes, but I need.
Okay, let me just give another general description of why this is so just bad. The Europeans at the time still
No
had
murder.
a,
Birds.
of, men are better than women. I just proved in under 6 seconds on something that wasn't really, fully my that a woman Viking was equal to 3 of their soldiers in a combat. They're not going to just charge them.
I still look like something that just walked out of hell.
They really can't even fucking see.
I'm just a pair of eyes in the darkness, wearing armor.
Oh God, is it like there when you told me to go back to?
Anyway, I gotta go take a piss. So Captain's gonna be on the ship.
Well, Lucas, do they try to stop us,
Do they? I would like.
or we just leave?
I mean, it's gonna take them so long to get down. They're probably gonna have to deal with fucking.
Fair enough. We're going.
These
We're
are the
leaving.
French who basically have, well-trained guards in almost every town, or at least
It's
near.
okay. Our first target that's French is an actual city.
Don't worry.
Yes,
I
the
speak.
fun one.
The
speak
fun
French.
one that I can't understand. You speak French. Perfect. Despite burning Paris at one point, I still don't speak French, but I don't need to speak French to burn French buildings.
I speak French because I beat a Frenchman to death after I didn't like what, and I found out it was him begging for. So I learned French.
Gamer, just be honest with everyone. You would have killed him.
I would have. But I wouldn't have done it as slowly.
God.
I'm back.
Nothing. We're on the boats and back into the water.
When I heard someone's an ass.
That would be Gamer. Explaining why he learned French. Meanwhile, I'm just like Dwarf, who's been around since probably some of the first raids, has burned Paris probably at least once or twice, and just sits. Yeah, I don't speak French. What do you mean you don't? I don't speak French. Why would I ever need to speak French? I burn their villages and cities. I don't need to speak their language to burn their homes.
I learned French so I can know who to kill slowly.
Yeah, we were trying to fight. Then they took, and we were having none of this waiting around for a battle. We're Vikings, not. So we got their shit. We got back on our boat and we left
This is our.
with a grand total of 4 casualties that I know of.
Wait,
that you know of. So, in that
Yeah.
in that
The
entire pillaging spree,
no one else fought back. This is very.
When we get to Paris, I promise you there will be plenty of combat.
don't forget we have several stops on the way. When we get to the next location, there'll be plenty of.
Oh, are we hitting the big one?
We're hitting the big city and then the smaller town of Jarburg. Then we're going
Got it.
towards Paris.
Alright.
Yeah.
So yes, the
Next.
next one is one of the two, which will most certainly give us some combat.
On
That's
to the next trade.
guaranteed to have some resistance.
Oh yeah.
So I'd say everybody rest up, but the only people who really need to rest up are the people who actually carried something.
Used half of, or no, she used 3 of her 4 superiority.
Yeah. Not at the moment yet.
my character would. He makes it a personal mission to know all of his.
I mean, the cat doesn't do much aside from there. And sadly, the way that the boats work is you're always working. That's the problem. There's no time that we're not working because you're either rowing or you're probably right.
Yes,
So
you're working or resting.
It's just one of those moments when it's like, how does the dwarf rest? Pulls out map. Yes, nothing's changed. No need for modifications. Stuffs it away. Sleep.
the only time people aren't generally like doing something other than working or sleeping is when we're eating, and even then you eat in shifts because people still gotta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as stated before, the captain has been taking notes and speaking to her crew because, well, even in Viking society, you need to figure out who's your honor guard. Like the dwarf,
The thing that you guys seem to
especially.
forget come from the.
I am known as a work.
You all literally live in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the thing about medieval. No, that's the thing about actually in Iceland. You're guaranteed to interact with everybody that lives,
Yeah,
and you'll probably know each other by name.
yeah.
And when whaling season comes, everybody participates. You spend enough time together to where you know at least a little.
Have you ever come by and need?
I'm literally a blacksmith and a cartographer whenever we're outside raiding season.
I am literally a farmer. You needed your house built. I was there. No, after you tried to poison me, my character has nothing to do with it.
You
I mean,
weren't
do you,
aware of that.
Oh,
none of us were aware of the fact that she dumped.
Well,
She poisoned the well. None of us were affected. None of us know. No, the reason why we're upset with her is because she burned the village,
no, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, my character will interact with you.
and we have suspicion. And everyone else on the crew except the captain has suspicions because the captain went off and talked to her and turned down.
Yeah. You
Which
are
means
talked to,
someone
but
messed up, and only one person got chewed out.
well, I publicly shamed Ainz when I figured out he, beat a family to death.
Yeah, yeah, we know exactly what you did.
yeah, fine.
We just suspect what she did. But no, if you don't have any questions regarding cartography specifically, you probably won't interact.
Olin
Unless
lives
you
in the
needed
mountain.
something done.
That's his name. His name is Oland.
Olin of the mountain.
Edward, unless you needed something done by Edward, because then he would not talk to you.
Or, you want him to go fishing for you for some reason or other. In which case, he'd literally hand you his oar and say, "Fine, you row for a few minutes. I'll see if I can catch you a damn fish." Lazy pieces of shit as he's fishing. Just in Dwarvish. God, why'd I get stuck with all these people?
Wait, but I know Dwarvish.
And this is why you'd be among the first
Hit
people
the
he
button
punts off.
to show everybody what languages you know.
I would know for broken English.
How many languages?
I know.
That gives one language.
Yes.
You what? Get two from here, one from
Mhm.
Noble. Where the fuck do you get the fourth?
Yeah.
You might have taken
What
something with
feat
that
did you
linguist.
pick?
Fuck, I forgot. Hold on. How do I check this?
So there is no button to display your languages.
That's right, different one.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
but
I'm gonna
Broken
get
English.
rid of English. Fucked up. Did math wrong.
Alright, dumbass.
I'm pretty sure you said before that you didn't know English.
I looked at it and I was like, why do I have and so I got rid of.
Meanwhile, it's just like, yes, and I speak Dwarvish. Dwarf just like, you're the first one I'm punting off.
I still speak dwarf, but I'm
If
not.
you can understand what I'm complaining about everyone else, and if you
I'm
make it a
not-
problem, I will end you.
I am not revealing this. Don't worry. I could care less if you're complaining about them. If they're being lazy, then you deserve to complain about them being lazy.
You have a reason to interact with my character, he probably won't end up interacting.
Please don't punt me off. You don't know I speak dwarf yet.
For debate.
You still don't know I speak dwarvish yet, alright?
You've also murdered an entire family when we weren't supposed to be killing.
To be fair, I didn't poison their water or set them on fire.
That is a fair point.
That's beside the point.
Bad thing, but
That also does not make better.
my character would
I'm
make
the
notes
lesser
about
of two
Gamer's
evils.
character. Hates children for some reason. Question of him about that.
Hates children.
Anyway, since we're going around sharing, 2 sessions in our characters, you would know that I was born to Viking for which head was Vikings were towns will be really fucking weird. Anyway, she was the younger daughter. She had has an older brother. She was expected to, be which pretty much alluded to grow up, do chores, get married off, kind of what most women were expected of in the medieval times in any society. Things at least had a bit more respect for it. However, the air quote chief, her father, was killed in a hunting accident when they were out hunting down. I think it was like boars or something. Less relevant. Her brother was the one who took over the household, and being too young to marry, she was kind of more forced into his role. Oh yeah, well, now you're tending to the animals, now you're going out and chopping wood while your brother does the man work of taking care of the house. So she grew up more of a tomboy after that, and well, from that sphere to go hunting, and hasn't really put it down much to the very sore test multiple since coming of age.
Hmm.
They say, "Hey, want to be my wife?" Hey, can you beat me in a
Fight.
duel? And then they waddle home.
My character was saying,
Again, this is something apparently we've all come from the same village. This is just knowledge you would have known in general. Is yeah, she has a reputation of hey, yeah, don't fuck with her. She might be pretty, but she is not a nice person.
Oh god, it's just that moment when I probably have met everyone in this village. Like everyone who's lived in this village at any point in like the last 100 to 200 years. So I probably you and your father and your grandfather, guy you kicked in the balls, father and grandfather.
Again, not spear shaft.
Oh,
Leak crap.
the, what?
Because they asked her a dumb question and could not.
No, no, I know why. Why would you just? Why the spear of all things?
Yeah, well, it fits between their legs. One pop off, get a nice, it's the same thing. Oh god, I should know this. I've been hit with it plenty of times because I live in the South. They switch. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, it makes a nice switch when it bounces off the ground and the cold wooden shaft just right up into the. And it does
Ow.
wonders when you go, no, I'm not interested. Back, give them a nice crack to the nuts, and they don't. Though some you do have to hit multiple times. They're a little bit stubborn. I give them credit for that, but they're still not.
Now the question is, you're like desperate enough to come to me to make them a piece of like a cod piece, specifically like specifically just so that they could avoid the spear.
That's when they meet the left hand, the one that wields the heavy, not heavy shield, just the shield with actual metal rimming, because I use it to.
You just show up one day. You're just like, hey, Olin, I dented my shield again. Not another one. Doing this.
Tell them to stop trying to marry.
I can't. It's
Exactly. Now fix my fucking shield. This is technically partially your problem, so I'm getting to my.
No one else feels like sharing.
My character just says he's a traveling performer and he took up this rating gig because it seemed fun. He likes beating and he just likes demoralizing.
Her and far.
Hey, Eyes, I'm inside.
All right, go ahead.
Not because I don't trust you. It just is like
It's because
carpet and rating are two different things.
I am a carpenter and a farmer.
Yes. Why are you here?
because that's what Viking years do. When raid
That's
season
right.
comes, you
Face it.
go raiding. And when it's not raiding system, season, you go back to your.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like
My
my
favorite.
character is a hunter.
My favorite thing to do is punch faces. So,
Of
raid
show.
Yes.
Evidently.
of anything living.
Especially children. I'm sorry, Eyes. You set yourself up for that.
I
It's
did
okay. You ever
nothing
wonder why he
retarded.
was a
This
farmer?
joke.
You children puncher and goat fucker.
I
Yeah.
have not slept with a goat. I killed the children quickly. The parents.
The way is, gamer, somehow I get the feeling that when we get back to Iceland, you're just going to have a title stuck to you now, which is literally just your name, the goat fucker.
Or your name.
That will be the name you are literally written down into history
But
with.
I have not slept with a goat ever.
It doesn't matter. That's how nicknames. Even if
That's
they're
how
not true,
nicknames work.
if it sticks, you're fucked. I mean, it could be worse. Gamer, what's your character?
Edward.
Edward, the child
Edward.
puncher.
Edward the Child Puncher.
Edward the
Fucker of
Greatest
baby.
goats.
Viking, Edward the Child Punch.
I can see it now. This is his full. This is already his list of humans. Fucker of goats.
Edward the baby popper.
I'm gonna raid without you guys next year.
I will replace you. That's not even a thing against you. That is quite literally just shrug. Yeah, alright. Who wants to join? We got fucking rich last season. Get up here.
You might die, but that's not a problem for me.
Yeah, that is a risk I am willing to take.
I'm not gonna make good money.
This
Look,
is what
at the
cyber.
rate, if everything goes according to plan, we might actually have to head early just to drop off all the loot so that we can come back with an empty boat and then get.
Yes.
That's if everything goes. It usually doesn't go that well. Which is why instead we're grabbing another boat, filling that tiny boat with stuff, and then heading back to lick our wounds. Before we end up with everyone being dead.
We're going to buy another boat then. Multiple
I
boats.
mean, like if
Multiple.
everything goes well in the next rating, two long ships instead of one.
That would be great.
Yeah, that is how you build. Anyway, so we're sailing from one village to the next. Unless
Well, no, it was from one village to follow the coastline until it's time to
city.
split off towards France, and we hit it.
Yeah, my main thing was we continue sailing unless Umbreon wishes to give us details about his character, because I believe he's the only one who.
No,
I don't
Paige
think.
didn't either.
Oh, right, my getting stuff and DMs from her.
Re.
What does your character do when they're not up? What does your character do when she's not a Viking?
Um, I don't understand the question.
Well, what do you do when you're not murdering people?
When you're not on the boat and you're back at home, what is it that you do from day to day?
What
Are
is
you a
your
housewife?
profession?
Do you have
She like her main thing is she is one of those people who does odd jobs, usually resulting in like she's probably carrying something pretty heavy or basically just delivering stuff that would otherwise be not really carryable by other people.
okay? So she's probably more considered a farmhand.
Yeah, if not a farmhand, then probably just like one of those people who sort of like transport resources. Like I might deliver stuff to like the
So
blacksmith
you're
that
the
makes the
mailman,
heavy
but
metal. Maybe
My
some
statement
a lot of wood.
stands farmhand. That's exactly what a farmhand. Viking society is weird. Yes, we get on the boats and go attack people, but back home we have legit farms and stuff like that. So a use for someone who helped out around that would be a farmhand. You're going out milking the animal or picking up the firewood or taking stuff from the farm into the collective town center to sell at a small produce.
And it's all better if they don't have to get married in, because guess what? They don't have any rights.
Exactly. Anyway, so your thing would more so be farm when you're not writing. That just leaves you and Brian. Got anything you would like to share?
He said he's a traveling. That just likes messing with, mostly just scary and just like, if you tell, if you give me extra money, I'll tell you ways to avoid certain. Then he takes his money. Then he takes your money and says, "Oh, I made all that up." Okay.
Here's how you avoid it. It isn't real.
That
Don't pull that on a Viking. They probably will take off your head. Depends upon the time of year.
depending on the time of year, I'll beat your.
Depending entirely upon the time, too, that can be incredibly lethal. Ew.
today. It's worked so head on my head on my.
If you did it to my wife, you'd end up with a worse fate than if you did it to me.
Are you going to punch my children?
Why is whenever gamers involved, it's always the wife is more dangerous than he is.
No.
Because I like powerful women.
Stay away from me. I don't care if I have to send you into battle with bruised ballsack.
Uh,
Don't
sorry,
worry,
sir.
I've
You've
seen
been
worse
diagnosed with.
other shooters.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid you're going to have to explain to your wife why you can never have kids. Or better
There
yet,
is
you
no.
can let the
I've seen
crew
what happened to
explain
your
to your
other
wife why you
shooters.
can't have kids. It's going to be even worse.
Wheezing, just laughing their asses off.
I've seen other shooters. Yeah, no, that's not happening. I'm cool.
Good.
The worst part is, before he got married, he probably, he might have actually been one of those suitors and ended up with the spirits of the balls.
Yeah, especially because the spear is not the only thing. Like I said, the shield, it's whack to the balls, and while they're stunned, it's a bonus action to shove with that shield. So I just punch you in the face and knock you to the ground and just send you home scurrying.
Yeah,
It's very
The moment when I basically take a sketch of every imprint on your shield that looks like a, and just hang them on my wall. I
don't worry. Don't
I
worry.
have a
I
solid wood shield
never take
too.
that. You're okay.
know, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, for the imprints, you're going to need to go visit a carpenter. But if you ever want to remember,
Listen here, right?
You know, so
It depends.
he's up at his shop. He glances back, looks at his wall of pictures. Oh, you're that guy. You're imprint number 57.
Wait, wait.
Went to Smith Tools. I
What?
can it's just a matter of, it's easier to pay you to do.
I've rolled to see if
Yes, the
I've
actual dwarf.
I
The
rolled
Nordic
a
dwarf.
to go after Apex that and it was no, it's never happened.
Oh, good. You're not on my wall of imprints.
Don't worry, I'm not on the wall of imprints. You're cool.
Keep it that way.
Don't
Oh God!
say that
Someone
word.
just ends up making that. Someone just ends up turning that into a song. It's literally just 50 sitting on a wall.
We have a bar.
No.
Knock one out, throw him out
57
back. 58 imprints on the wall.
imprint number 57 was the toughest of them. That's why the imprint's so deep in.
I'm not gonna lie. Hey, the first part of that wasn't half bad, Ein.
So like you just gave up halfway through it.
Yeah, on the last half you fell off, but the
What
first
the?
part, I will give you credit. That one was pretty solid.
That was
I
pretty
gave
solid.
up halfway through it. I don't know if you can.
You're just like, yeah, and I'm done. And I stopped caring at this point. Oh. So, I imagine everyone's probably going to, rest up in their shifts until we're ready for the next night raid.
Hmm.
It's in
While
24 hours.
while I row,
Row, row, row you down the street. Merrily, merrily.
So,
I will
you
make
ready to hit?
scream.
This is
Mm.
gonna be
What?
so fucking bloody.
Incredibly bloody.
Can't be any more disappointing than last time. Odin, please let me be.
I mean, disappointing. We might end covered in injuries with nothing to show for it and not end up.
Mm.
The only thing we're doing and not getting any money out of it is not dying and not getting any money out.
Odin, please
Viking.
do not make this. Please give us success.
Look at
What?
what's it like the next day.
Bust out that beautiful weather generator. Day 18. You're still on the seacoast, right?
We
Mhm.
be traveling along.
With the
Wait,
prevailing wind of a little bit of rain.
all right.
And
And
this is not
after,
Oregon little bit or Washington little bit.
Is it
Okay?
California a little bit?
Yes, it's a little bit. Southern California.
oh,
You're getting a drizzle.
oh, damn it. Okay.
High of 70, low of 50.
Even affect
Uh,
the
and when we get to our destination sometime in the evening tonight,
I mean, up light.
is it just
I mean,
light rain?
more. Or
Because I mean, like we do have to cross the
it's in and
open
out.
ocean to
Is
get
it
it.
on and off?
It's in and out. Yes.
So Florida mixed with California.
So, Lucas, what do we see?
Light.
Light.
Yes. Lights.
I
Do we
would
see a
punch
place?
all
Do
the
we
light
see a
up.
place to like dock, or are we gonna have to do this across land?
I actually be God. You gotta enter the river first.
Yeah, I know there is in fact a river.
Can you identify what part is the river and what part?
That would be. It would actually appear that this is the river.
Mm-hmm. And you see what it connects to?
Why on earth is it pinging? Oh God! One moment, my screen.
Oh.
That's like, why on earth is it pinging way over there? You're like, why is it pinging over there? Why is Cam yelling about everyone getting? Lucas, did you get a siege weapon without telling Cameron? What? Cameron just yelled about how Kalir's literally because everyone have. Did
No,
you get
you're
a
talking about the
siege?
Hong Kong thing, where university
Oh.
students made tribute.
It's
Yes.
not that difficult to make a trebuchet. He isn't. Okay. Yeah, so that would be. So let's see.
And yes, this has a castle.
I don't think
Yes,
we
I'm
should go.
gonna bother with the cat.
Are you gonna go for the walled off bits?
I don't think we should. I feel like it's too
Well,
much.
let's see.
It's
First off, we need to figure out where to park.
Where
First
are we
things first,
dropping, boys?
where we drop. Uh, let's see. That's an annoying garrison spot. That's a bridge. Anyone bring the ladders?
No.
Because we're gonna.
I would like to
God,
ask.
you're useless.
So
Anyone have a rope? Wait, I have
I
a
do.
rope and a grappling hook. That will work.
I have a
Okay,
rope as
who
well,
wants
I believe.
to just park the boat right next to this bridge, and then we just climb onto the bridge?
This works for.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. So, do we just do what we did in the last city? Well, so one group deals with the guards, one
If I
group
see
raids
any
everything.
tactical advantage.
Well, I mean,
I mean, this area over here isn't walled off, but that bridge technically gets us some of the
I was gonna ask, are we gonna do what we
walls.
did last time, or are we doing a new strat?
This is definitely a different strategy because this is a walled city with armed forces and a castle. Is that?
Are we gonna set stuff on fire to distract?
I just look over here and I just see a spire. Is that a cathedral?
Where?
Yeah,
Yes, that's a cathedral. I'm
Okay.
taking the big metal object.
First of all, no, we're not going to be sieging the castle. We're Vikings, not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like,
Two.
unless they literally, so we guaranteed kill literally every soldier in this city before. There is no way in hell we're going in there.
Exactly. It's got a lot of money, but this isn't the Dane War. We don't have 50 long and the Vikings to support that. Nor are we going to be able to clear out this city because again, we only have one long.
Def.
One fucking city could most certainly just fill up the entire. So
We might have to start stealing boats, actually, just for more storage space. But,
we're not going to have the time. They're
we'll
gonna
pick up a
have
boat boat in the next town. We'll pick up a boat in the next town because that's
Who's
another
got
one that's. Let's see.
The most prominent things we want to hit are the churches. Those are generally undefended. They have a lot of rich things.
That's this bridge. Our access points to that part of town would be here, I think, if I'm looking at what appears to be the path they're on, because that leads. It's either the.
That would be this.
Yeah.
This area out here is a.
Well, no, I was pinging here because it looks like that dark area goes over to there as though there were a gate there, even though I don't see any gate or way to walk.
Yeah, there's a way over there. It's on the. Lucas, can you tell me if this is a weird cutout or if that's a tunnel into like their.
They didn't have sewer.
Exactly. So what is that?
I'm pretty meant for getting down to the river because of the sluice gate, right? So maybe for maintenance, because I'm pretty sure that's a canal that goes into the city.
Hmm.
And I will tell you, during medieval time in Paris as well, something that they've done recently as well is section prevent water flow, clean it out, flow again. So that way it would actually be a viable waterway.
If we can do this, we can break through the sluice gate, park up here, and that'll allow us pretty quick church and that church. And then, we just leave back through the sluice. If maps are being read correctly.
I mean, we might actually have to disable the sluice gate, otherwise it might be able to trap us in that area.
I mean, we'd have to break it to get it. Yeah. City defense is very scary when we go round of attackers. It'd almost be better to legitimately not take the boat at all in commit of just household robberies and
Well, I mean, if we're going for household robberies, this is the not so walled section.
yeah, I'm aware. In Europe, we just do not have the forces for a proper city. We're just hitting it really quick. We might want to just go after the port district, kind of go, haha, we visited and leave. And then later on, when all the Vikings are kind of piling up, like, yeah, we want to go raid this city. We group up with them, and then we go under a war.
I'm fine with hitting this city.
Yeah, that would be the smartest idea. Hit quickly in the undefended side, or least defended is more specifically what I should say here. And that would be this area. Because this is the walled off section of the city. What the
Wait,
fuck is
there's a
this?
good. That actually looks like another cathedral sitting right there. Well, another church sitting. And I'm not seeing a gate here. Mostly because the gate to the castle area. So I guess it's just close enough they don't need to worry about it.
It's like a manor house.
So, Noble's house.
It's got a wall.
That might actually be a university.
Oh.
Who wants to steal some knowledge?
My character's
Books
interesting.
are very expensive.
Yeah, that looks like a university.
Just say, fuck. all of you were stealing your knowledge, uproots the whole life. Uproots about a good chunk of their library.
I mean, even universities were establishments back in this day.
You
It
want
would
to
probably
know
still
something
have the
else?
same shit from a church.
I mean, you want to know something
That
else
is
historically
true.
that you probably wouldn't know about Western character? I'm gonna let you know this anyway. The predominant language for most nobles was French. That was the language of only in Western Europe, though.
Lucky me, I brought people who speak French because I don't fucking speak French.
I don't speak. I see book. I say, huh? Sorry.
Yeah, people. Words
Accidentally
on
grab.
paper is extraordinarily expensive in this time period. Even
So
if I took it to a warlord and said, "Hey, neither of us know how to fucking read it, but I will sell you this book because it'll make you look smart," and that motherfucker will buy it because it makes him look well read.
that is true.
So that university might be our best bet. It's not going to be horribly defended. It's got quite a good section of. There's a
What is
small little
this?
river.
Just drainage rivers or whatnot? Like little drain paths or something? What are
Charles, I
those?
hope you
Streams?
can go through those.
I hope if it can, then that would be great. Wait a minute, if we can go through that, we could just bypass the sluice gate.
Yeah, but they in the time it would take us to go out of here, following these rivers and whatnot, they can literally march. We're not moving
Yeah.
fast through those. We can just move through them. So
So I'm hearing we park right here, walk through the front door, ransack this place, dump everything into the boat, and just sail away.
we park here, grappling hook up and over, and then go in.
Fair enough. Yes. When we're whaling.
I mean, I
Not
use them to fish for captain. Anyway, well, what is the question for? I could take 8 javelins, I guess. Sure. Do you have no intention of using your javelin? All right, I will take 8 javelins. Typically, only carry 2 on me at a time.
You know, I might actually call it so you guys can plan out fully what you want to do with Kite.
That would probably be smart. It's getting
yeah.
late,
Yeah.
and
I
this is
because
Paris is going to suck. It's going to be like 2 sessions all on its own. Because that one we're actually intending to leave a mark. The cards
I do
suck.
I do enjoy the fact that the open ocean stuff sounds like a river.
yeah.
Water.
Not gonna
It
worry.
sounds like water. Amazing.
I mean, you get the occasional like wind gust. Probably
Yeah, we're gonna end it here, and then probably stick around a little bit after to just figure
discuss
out
the
what we're
plan that you
doing.
guys are going to have. Because
Well, you guys, you
evidently
heard
you
them.
have somebody that's been through France.
Well, you guys, you heard them. We're gonna end the
And
session
we have
here.
a
I'll see you
bunch of
all later.
prospective areas to hit,
Bye.
but not enough soldiers to hit all of the, or storage space to hit all of them and get out again beforehand. It's pick and choose time.